Hi and welcome to this tutorial about Simutrans. Today's topic is Advanced Train System. Today we should take a look on the rest of the important stuff on the train menu. And we start with this sign, Rail Close. That sign are also available on road, which have the name No Entering, Trump or Light Railroad, and on the aircraft menu too. What this sign actually do is to allow traffic only in one direction. And we can see this as an example from this train. This sign is quite useless in most train system, and I have actually only used it for demonstration purpose on train. There is, however, one situation when you can use this No Entering sign, and that is in crossing. But let us now take a look on the standard crossing with signal. Here we have a train just leaving the station, and it should drive to this station and doing a left turn. And we will see one of the problem with this crossing. Take a look now. Many trains don't doing an L-shaped turn. They drive at an angle through the crossing. That means they allocated a lot of track and make it impossible to doing a right turn in the crossing at the same time. You can use bridges, which I have shown before, but there is one other thing you can do. You can build a roundabout. Here we have signal as previous, but the No Entering sign forces the train to go in a circle around, and that open up for train to doing a right turn in the crossing. In most crossing, there is the same number of train doing a left turn as a right turn. That means that this crossing have higher capacity than that crossing, but don't use up as much space as a crossing with bridges. To place this sign is simple. The direction are decided in the same way as the traffic lights. You simply drag and drop. That is how you determine the direction of the sign. We have now a new part of test track. We have dual track here, one station here, and one station here on dual track. And we have 3 stations on a single track. And that feels awkward and mysterious in a train system. It's actually a signal we should take a look on, which are really little use for in train system. But if we take a look on the town, in town you can drive light railroad, but you normally don't have room for 2 trucks. That means that you can have several stations on a single truck, but that can lead to deadlock. Let us now take out the train and show the system without the right signal, and you will discover one thing which are tricky with deadlock to investigate them. The train are now out and running, so let us see what will happen. The first train allocated the first piece of track to the first station here. Next train are ready to leave this station. There is allocated, halted, and now allocated this piece of track. That train allocated to the next station. And if we now speed this up, we see it worked perfectly. No deadlock at all. So what are the problem with this piece of track? Well, deadlock occur when you have a shared resource which can be locked, and you build up a circular queue when the vehicle waited for the shovel. That not necessarily means that deadlock occur every single time. And this test system here will work fine, because the both train drive at the same speed and they are a suitable distance between each other. They are in complete harmony, so they will work fine. But let us now do one thing. Let us take one of the train out of this harmony, and you will see exactly why this system works and why it fails when something happens. The next train drive to the station up here and passing this free station on the single track. This train are now halted, and we wait for this train to start coming up here. So they are completely out of harmony and are in disharmony with each other. Now this train down here start rolling. Take a look how they allocated the track in front of them. Both train have now start allocated. This train have allocated the track to the first station. This train have allocated to next station here. Now we have a deadlock in development. And now it's a question which train allocate first. That train allocate to that station. And both train now try to allocate this piece of track between the station. And this train waiting for clearance, and this train also waiting for clearance. And we now have a complete deadlock. This is the reason why deadlock are tricky to investigate. It takes something to trigger the deadlock. To handle this situation, which can lead to deadlock, there is one special signal, which also are available on light railroad. This signal called long block signal, and you should place it here on the entering to the single track, and of course here. This signal can also be built in dual mode, but we should have a single mode, and it have a small little house beside it. What this signal demanding to be able to switch to green is that the train are able to allocate the whole track through several stations and past a next ordinary traffic light. If you have a slow computer, you can actually see when the train are sitting here that the train temporarily allocated the whole track the whole way up past this signal before it start driving to this station. And when they start driving to the station, they deallocated the track up here. When a deadlock occurs, the train are stuck. Train can be stuck because of there is too little cargo to transport. But in this case we have a deadlock. And we get 2 warning messages for each train which are involved in the deadlock. I have shown how to solve a deadlock by order a train to depot, but that also means that they get rid of the cargo and you're losing money. There is, however, another way to deal with this deadlock. You can take this station first, and if you click one more time, you get the train. Each train, truck and so on have its own schedule, even if they have a line assigned to them. So if you open up the schedule, I can order this train to another station. I should drive this train to that station. And now we have resolved this deadlock. And we can now see how this system of signal works in practice. Now this part of the system are deadlock free. That are how you use long block signal in train and light railroad system. That was everything I have to show you. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. In the next episode we take a look on the wrong way to use signal on single track, waypoints transporting passenger, cargo and mail from the same station, and different type of depot.